The Prime Minister of Australia is the head of government of the Commonwealth of Australia. The Prime Minister heads the executive branch of the federal government of Australia and is accountable to federal parliament. Under the principles of responsible government, the Prime Minister is the chair of the Federal Cabinet and the National Cabinet and a member of Federal Executive Council. The current Prime Minister is Anthony Albanese of the Australian Labor Party, who assumed the office on the 23rd of May 2022. Prime Minister of Australia, coat of arms of Australia, flag of Australia. Incumbent Anthony Albanese since the 23rd of May 2022. Executive branch of the Australian Government. Department of the Prime Minister and Cabinet. Style: Prime Minister informal. The Honourable One formal. His Excellency to diplomatic status. Head of Government, Member of Parliament, Cabinet. National Cabinet, Federal Executive Council. National Security Committee reports to House of Representatives, residence. The Lodge, Primary 3. Kirribilli House, Secondary 3, seat Canberra. Appointer Governor-General for term length. At the Governor-General's pleasure. 3. Formation. The 1st of January 1901, 122 years ago for first holder. Edmund Barton for Deputy Prime Minister. Salary $564,360 Australian dollars annually 2020 to 5 website. pm.gov.au. Formally appointed by the Governor-General. The role and duties of the Prime Minister are not described by the Australian Constitution, but rather defined by Constitutional Convention. Deriving from the Westminster system, to become Prime Minister, a politician should be able to command the confidence of the House of Representatives. As such, the Prime Minister is typically the leader of the majority party or coalition. Prime Ministers do not have a set duration or number of terms, but an individual's term generally ends when their political party loses a federal election, or they lose or relinquish the leadership of their party. Executive power is formally vested in the monarch and exercised by the Governor-General on advice from government ministers, who are nominated by the Prime Minister and form the Federal Executive Council. The most senior ministers form the Federal Cabinet, which the Prime Minister chairs. The Prime Minister also heads the National Cabinet and the National Security Committee. Administrative support is provided by the Department of the Prime Minister and Cabinet. The Prime Minister has 2 official residences, the Lodge in Canberra and Kirribilli House in Sydney, as well as an office at Parliament. 31 people have served as Prime Minister, the first of whom was Edmund Barton, taking office on the 1st of January 1901 following Federation of the British Colonies in Australia. The longest-serving Prime Minister was Robert Menzies, who served over 18 years, and the shortest-serving was Frank Ford, who served 1 week. There is no legislated line of succession.